Check, check. Hello. Hi. Sorry about that. Um, Today is going to be fun. I'm going to be visiting my friend Koby on her island. Um, it's just going to take a quick minute before I start playing. I'm just going to add them on Discord really quick. Let's open that up. How's everybody doing? Is everyone having a good day? Ines, I know you're in a different time zone. Okay. Okay's good. Okay's great. I'm going to freshen myself up. Yes. 7 p.m. Nice. The night is early, though. Any fun plans for tonight? On this Friday Eve, as Isabel would say? Had a good day, though. How's yours? Mine's really good. Had a nice veggie burrito this morning. It's a great lunch. I don't really do breakfast anymore. But yeah, I think my day's just getting started. I'm gonna do another stream tonight talking about Lovecraft Country and horror movies and The Boys, which is on Amazon Prime. Right, Friday Eve. All right. Add friend. Let's get changed. I think that looks good. Nice and simple.
Hello?
Hey, how are you? Can you hear me?
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Look at this. Okay, this is sick. All right, I'm going to go open my gate now.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I'm so excited. You're only the second person ever to come.
This is great. So you already started terraforming?
Yes, but I honestly haven't done much.
That's
I
okay.
really I had like a sort of obsessive moment with the flowers and getting colors. So, you'll see that I have like fucking absolute insane amount of flowers in all colors.
That's
So
great.
that's what I did for a while. So you're welcome to any of those. I have like so many of every color.
I'm gonna see if I could lower the game volume. Yeah, I know someone in the chat saying that your audio is a bit low, but I can go ahead and fix that. Let's
Oh, okay,
see.
great.
Too loud, too loud, too loud. Sorry about that.
Great, I didn't even hear it.
Oh, it's not gonna show up via the chat, but
Oh,
it's on my
in your
Twitch.
right.
Mm-hmm. And you're using your phone, right?
Yeah.
Um, I think there might be a possibility you could change your own volume as well.
Okay.
So if you want to click on your symbol, I think you might be able to change it.
My symbol.
Within the chat itself.
Oh right, like it just says mute.
Interesting. Well, you are coming in a little bit better. I think that might have helped. But I'm gonna see if I can.
Oh, is this better? Because you know what I think? I think I had my hoodie on the speaker.
Yeah, that is better. You're coming in a lot clearer. Perfect.
Okay, so that's definitely what the issue was.
And then I'm gonna just try to see if I could lower the game.
My gate's open, by the way.
Oh, perfect. What's the dodo code?
Oh shit, that I don't know. How do I find that out?
The person over at the kiosk at Dodo Airlines should be able to tell you that.
Okay, please tell me, Dodo Man. Okay, well now I think I have to close my gate to do that. See, again, this is because I have only one friend on this game, so I just I'm like invite all friends, and it's just her who comes. So.
Oh no, one of my neighbors wants to move away.
Oh, who?
Bubbles. Bubbles is saying, I'm thinking of maybe, moving away from this island, and I totally need your input. It's not that I don't love it here, it's just I need some adventure and excitement. You know what? I think I need to start, using my Nook Miles tickets and finding new neighbors, because,
Well,
I mean...
That's what I use it for, it's the only thing.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to just say, go get it. Go get it, Bubbles.
Yeah, I mean, I've let go of many a person. I actually, I had, a meltdown last week because someone I've been trying to get to move out for so long finally asked me, and I accidentally pressed, no, you should stay. And the only, solution is to, shut down the game without saving, but I had just done all this flower shit. Oh my god. I was very upset. Okay, wait, you didn't tell me anything. Oh, okay, it's DVD7V.
DVD7V?
Yes.
Great, okay. Awesome. Orville, that's his name.
Who?
The guy over at the Dodo Airlines front desk.
He has a name? What's his name?
Orville.
Oh, right, Orville. Yes. No, I do know that, but I recently saw yesterday that, one of the most searched things is whether they're brothers, him and the pilot. Which I think is really funny that people are curious about that. I want to know the pilot's name, though.
Oh, he always changes his, nickname, so I don't actually know his real name.
Yeah, right? And he has that, scary baritone.
Right. Something like that.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's my main thing is I don't like characters that have that voice.
Right. Yeah, especially when they look, really cute and, really small, and then they have, a really high masculine voice. I think I have a neighbor like that. His name is Tom, and he's a blue cat.
Oh, well, I was going to say that's actually, more acceptable because it's, almost, endearing than, the ones that look, angry and,
Oh,
see,
right.
I have Walt. He's, a kangaroo man who's, perpetually looks upset, and he has, a very deep voice, and I need him to leave because he's ruining the vibes.
Oh, one of the people in chat, Ines, is saying that she has that issue with Fang. I don't know if you've met Fang.
No, who's Fang?
Let me look it up. Fang, their voice is so deep, they were not expecting it.
Yeah.
Fang, Animal Crossing. Looks like we got a
So
flight
far,
for Kenby. Kenby's the name of your island?
yes, Kenby is the name of my island. It's because my partner's name is Kenny. So
Oh, okay. Are you sharing an island, or do you both have individual islands?
no, okay. So the idea was that like I thought we were gonna share this island, but Kenny seems to have like no interest in playing this game at all.
Interesting.
But they love watching me do it. So
Right.
I don't understand. I keep wanting them to make a house just so I can like decorate it too. I
Mm.
might just like go in onto their user and like build a house on my island.
Right, yeah. So I think you should both make separate profiles, and that way you can have like another
Yeah.
character that you can add onto your island too.
Well, we do. They have their own profile. They just haven't done it. So like I keep holding out for it, but I think I'm just gonna do it for them.
Have you heard about Animal Talking?
No.
It's a talk show that's run by the writer of Rogue One, the Book of Eli. He's a screenwriter, and he invited a bunch of really A-list celebrities onto the show. And it's really great. It's a really earnest and really honest talk show. They could be talking to guests for upwards of like hours and a half. But it all takes place within Animal Crossing.
Oh my god, that's actually so cool.
Yeah, if you go on YouTube and look up Animal Talking, you should be able to find some episodes.
Oh my god, look how cute you are.
Oh, you're already seeing me at the airport?
Yeah, you just came in.
Oh, okay.
Welcome.
I think I have a little bit of a lag. I'll be there in just a second. Fang, by the way, is a little gray wolf.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I should have just paid attention to the chat. Thank you, Ines, for telling me that. All right. Oh, wow. Oh, there you are. You look great. Look at you. With your golden shovel and your tiara? That's beautiful. Look at this. Wow.
Alright, well, come on in. I'm gonna first show you, like, my fucking pride situation. And then...
Sorry, I got stuck on this log.
No worries.
Oh, wow. Look at all the flowers. Where did you get all of these? From Leaf?
No, I made them.
You made them?
Well, I cross-pollinated.
Oh, you cross-pollinated. Wow.
Endlessly for so long. But yeah, no, I'm doing like a little trans flag at some point. I'm just like trying to foster this. Yeah, so this is my situation. As you can see, I just like made it into one large breeding ground. But if you want any colors, I have so many, as you can see. I did discover, that purple mums, when you put them together, make green ones.
Purple mums make green ones. Wow.
Yeah, I'll show you the green ones.
The science of this game is unbelievable.
It's insane. If you ever want to like know how crazy some people are, like crazy in like the best way, I guess, is look up how people make blue roses. It is an entire
Blue
scientific
roses.
Yeah, it's like people try over and over for so long. It's crazy. There are charts of like probability. Anyway, okay, this is Zucker Zen that I'm showing you right now.
Oh, wow. Lovely tea set.
Thank you so much.
Do you, are you more of a coffee or a tea drinker?
I'm absolutely bisexual in every way.
Ambidextrous in any type of caffeine.
Yeah, pretty much love it all. But I do love coffee.
Ooh, I'm gonna talk to this little. Oh, Poppy! We've never met, right? I'm Poppy.
Oh yeah, Poppy's so cute. And you know what? Poppy actually, I first met in Pocket Camp.
Oh, great! Yeah.
Yeah, and so she was on my island. So when I found her here, I was like, you gotta come. Also, that's what my family calls her, Poppy.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. So here's Peaches. By the way, Peaches lives right here. Do you know who Peaches is?
No, I don't think I've met Peaches before.
Okay, well, let's go in. I'll show you. And then Peaches and Poppy, these are their houses. And then there's like in between, I made a library because they both really love books. Peaches is this like cute weird horse who I enjoy. Are you able to come in?
Yeah, I just got in. I don't know why there's a little bit of a lag. It might be my capture card. Oh, wow. Poppy. Poppy's going for this nice Greek aesthetic.
Oh no, this is Peaches.
Oh, this is Peach. Sorry, sorry.
Right, right,
I
right.
was reading in the chat that someone said I'm Poppy.
Oh yeah, I know. I love Poppy so much. Peaches is really cute too. No, I gave them that toga, and this little trans flag mahjong because I can't tell. They're I've like made them basically my most like non-binary person here. I don't just because I have no idea their vibes. I love it though.
All right, I'm coming
Yeah,
out.
but when you come out, you can see my little outdoor library situation.
I love that. Probably not good for the rain.
Yeah, and yet the magic of Animal Crossing is nothing's affected by rain except for flowers.
Is this what your actual library looks like at home? Have you been? I mean, I have all of my Sarah Lawrence books.
Outdoor library, I have just the same one.
I like that there's little libraries too. Take a book, Lego book.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, now I'm gonna bring you. Where am I gonna bring you next? I will show you what I've done with the terra. Like I've pretty much only just started exploring with it, so I can show you.
Where'd you
what
go?
I did.
Oh, I see you. I see you.
Sorry.
There you go.
Why am I still holding my shovel? No reason.
Someone in the chat just said, "Shut up! I also made one of my villagers non-binary." So.
Really? Oh my god,
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, something about making them that way is like strange.
Right. There's something.
It is though. Like,
It's just in.
I'm like, you just are that way though. They always have like glasses and are like reading and in some sort of like ambivalent clothing. I love it.
Is this your house?
This is not my house. This
Oh, okay.
is Freya's house. But I just showed you like what I have started doing a little bit with the terraforming.
Right. I do like these. Are these like shell rocks or? They're nice anyway.
Oh yeah. Those are. So they're a custom design called Opal Stone.
Opal stone.
Yeah, I like them too. Oh yeah, you see the mushrooms? This is what you'll get in November. Again, I'm sorry that I am ahead.
Oh, no worries. A round mushroom.
Yeah, and then a skinny one here.
Skinny mushrooms.
Okay. So I can show you my house now. As you can see, I've done the most with the mushroom situation.
Oh, I think I lost you.
Oh, sorry.
I'm over by the campground. Oh, I see you. I see you. I see you.
You see me? Okay, yeah, this is my flag, lol. I gave myself the, oh, there's Zucker!
I'm gonna go say hi. No.
Oh my god, he's so cute. He is takoyaki.
He's a takoyaki?
He is! That's the, I mean, like, Cole, who's my only other friend whose island I've gone to, also has Zucker, which is crazy, because I know how rare that is. And she made his, like, place as, like, a sushi place.
Ooh, nice. I love takoyaki. I used to work at a Japanese restaurant, like 2 years ago.
It's very delicious, but I get so sad with octopus.
Right.
They're just so smart. Not that that's, like, you know, a litmus for whether something deserves to die, but, you know. Okay. Welcome to my house. Waiting for you to come.
I saw a DJ set over by the entrance.
Yes,
Do you have
you
like
did.
dance parties?
I wish. No, but we should. This is it. This is my house.
It is awesome.
Thank you so much.
I love this. It's kind of like a Wild West. Oh, I guess lots of mushrooms. I'm just now noticing
I know,
it.
right? It's like high kitsch is what I would call it.
I like it.
Yeah, I'll show you. This is it cost me $1 million bells to put a second floor on, but I do have one.
Right. Yeah, I just put it in a basement too, so I'm fully. I have the
Nice.
whole house. Oh, love it! This is a great diner aesthetic.
Thank
This is so
you.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice
and the carrot cake.
fridge.
Oh my god, I was extremely happy that I could. This pet bowl vexes me though. See, why do I have that?
Yeah, I have a
Why
cat
do I have?
tower, and I don't have a cat.
That's what I'm saying. What is and you know I really just like the ethics of it are really confusing to me because like they are animals.
Right.
Like I don't know. How do we decide what animals are enslaved or like autonomous here?
I love it. I love that we're getting into the ethics of Animal Crossing.
Yeah. I actually did see a board that was like how to do anti-colonial Animal Crossing.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Which was like interesting, but in the end, it's like no one's watching you. Like as in like
Right.
no one cares. You're just virtue signaling to nobody because all it is that you go to Mystery Islands, you can't like exploit the resources.
Oh, love the essential oil diffuser. That
Thank
is
you so
essential.
much.
Do you have one of your own?
I do.
In real life, IRL.
I do have one IRL.
What's your favorite scent? I mean, I'm always partial to lavender.
Yes. I have a blend that I really like that's like lavender, rosemary, and cedar.
Oh, nice. I love that. That sounds amazing.
It's very relaxing. You know, it's weird because dogs are allergic to quite a few different oils.
Oh, interesting. I never thought about
like,
that.
actually, they can die. Like,
ooh, that's not good. And you have a dog?
I have two. I mean, I have my dog and my partner's dog.
What type of dogs do you have?
Oh, if you've never seen, okay,
Well, I don't know much about breeds. That's the thing. But I've seen pictures of your dog.
This is like my dream to be able to talk about my dog to someone who isn't already like inundated with spam. she's a deer-head Chihuahua, so
ooh.
she's all rolls. Like I can pick her up by her rolls. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
She's so cute. I can't stand it. No one can actually. Her name's Goose. She's sleeping right beside me, snoring softly.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, she's sweet baby. But yeah, so if you actually like eucalyptus is one of those that like dogs can have seizures if you diffuse it. Yeah, it's nuts.
Dartboard. I love these. Oh man, this is. I'm just remembering the name of the diner from college. I was on chat.
The Argonaut.
The Argonaut. This is what this reminds me of the Argonaut.
Do you know? It is so funny you say that because so first of all, I'm, born in New York. My family's here, like raised in Jersey. So diners are very special to me, and also the Argonaut is where I came out to my mother.
Wow.
So
what a place! What a place to do it.
I know, right?
Were you doing it like mid bite of a chicken tender?
No, I was not. Mid bite of blueberry pancakes.
Oh, good call. Good call.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, it was just an amazing experience because my mom said to me, she was like, but she like remembered that I had this crush on a boy when I was like in second grade. That was very intense. Mm-hmm. And I came out to her as bi, and so I was like, that really doesn't negate anything I've just told you. And she was like, but as long as you still like the opposite sex, it's like you're not gay. She was like, everybody loves women. I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, everyone's attracted to. She was like, it's normal to fall in love with a woman. I was like, what? I was like, I mean, normally, yes, but not gay, no. So that's why I learned my mom's bi. I had no idea.
Oh, that was my first time meeting Rolled, by the way. That was...
Yes! Okay,
that was a pleasure.
Rolled is my brand new person because I just got him literally like 2 days ago. And the reason I did is because Griffin McElroy said that's his favorite villager. Do you know Griffin McElroy from My Brother and Me?
I do not know. No. Is that a podcast, a TV show?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a podcast. They're like, they're really hilarious. He has like two brothers. And very funny.
Would you mind showing me to your Nook's corner, your Nook's
Oh
cranny?
yeah, of course, it's right here.
Awesome. Let's check out the shop.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's see what we've got. Oh, we were both trying to do that at the same time.
Sorry.
Get it. Go inside. No. You have the
Ooh.
Taylors?
Yes, I do. I have the Able sisters.
Great.
That's how I got this nice little fit here.
Yes. Oh, what is
I love this vanity mirror. I'm gonna pick up this vanity mirror. Oh, I don't think I can buy anything, can I?
You can't?
Well, I'm going up to the... I think it just might be a
Table
lag.
setting. Interesting. Just bought that. Well...
Oh, I got it. I got it.
You got it? Okay, because I was going to say, if not, I'll buy it for you. Just drop it. And you might as well see what flowers I have.
Oh, you're right.
Stock. Are you sure? Do you want any blues or pinks or something?
Oh, I do not have any pinks, so I would love some pinks.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I have so many pinks.
Oh, wow. Pansies, tulips. I'm gonna grab 5 of each.
Yeah, hell yeah. Go for it.
If it's all right, would you mind telling me a little bit about what you've been up to after college?
Oh yeah, of course. I've been a digital organizer this whole time in like progressive causes. So I've run a few domestic policy campaigns in New York. But I had like intense burnout after the Raise the Age campaign, which was to make the minimum adult sentencing in New York 18.
Wow.
And we achieved that October 1st, 2018. And I was just, and that was when all the 16, 17-year-olds got out of Rikers. But it was just a huge campaign that took so much time. And then I just basically fucked off to Southeast Asia for 5 months.
Wow.
Which was really fun.
Was that more of just a personal trip, or was there an opportunity over there that brought you over?
No, it was literally just my boyfriend at the time like got fired from his job. Like we had savings, and I was just like, I really can't. I need to take a break from this work, and so that's what we did. We went to Vietnam. It was great. And then since then, I went back on the horse, and then COVID happened. And I finished my contract, and I haven't been able to find anything else. So I've been focusing on like creative stuff during this time. Like my friend and I are writing a screenplay.
Oh, wonderful. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool because just randomly, like when I didn't have work, a friend of a friend was writing a movie and asked me to help, and then it got picked up, and now it's in production, so that's really cool. So I discovered I really enjoy doing this, so that's what I've been doing.
That's awesome. Do you want to find a nice place to sit, like maybe in your library or something like that?
Yeah, hell yeah. A nice place to sit. Yeah, let's go here.
Nice.
Wait, can I even sit in these? I haven't pulled them out enough. Oh, there's company over right now, so take time to move it later. That's so funny. I've never had it say that to me.
Let's see if I could... If I put the camera on, maybe I can move it over. No, I think we're fine. Great. That sounds awesome. And congratulations on all your work. That sounds really fulfilling.
It is, but it's also, you know, like endless.
I hear that. But that's so interesting that you're now trying to get into more like creative endeavors. I mean, you've done all of this like fulfilling work that was very like altruistic and very, dealing with social justice, and now you're taking time to use a little bit more of your like creative imagination for.
Well, thanks.
I guess like.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, go ahead.
Also, well, I was just gonna say, part of it, which is odd but true, is. Well, not odd, but I mean, it's just that like it's weird for me to like advocate for myself and like new organizational positions right now, because I will say, like, any place that's even contacted me back, like, looking at their board and the staff, it's like overwhelmingly white.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to work there. I'm like, you shouldn't hire me, you know? And it's like a strange place to be at right now. But basically, I was just feeling like I don't think I'm the one who should be doing these things right now.
That's so interesting. It's also really refreshing to hear. You never really hear that from a lot of from my white peers. Like, you know, it's like
right. But like that's kind of like, I mean, that's always been something for me, which is like,
mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, why wouldn't everyone just be quote unquote anti-racist or an ally if it was just, you know, only premised on like your success and comfort at all times? Like, that's not how it is.
Right. And I guess, you know, my perspective as a person of color is that I always have to try to make it, I have to prove that me taking up the space is worth it.
Right.
So it's not that much of an inverse of what you're thinking about, but I mean, that's the kind of thing that I guess stops me from trying to engage with those spaces. Trying to prove it to myself and prove it to people to hire me and put me in those places. So
right. And actually, it's so interesting you say that, because that's pretty much how it's felt, in that I realized that, like, the reasons I hadn't invested myself fully in creative things or like owned that, which is something, I mean, at Sarah Lawrence, I know, like, okay, this is like a derailment, but not really, that at Sarah Lawrence, I remember having a friend, and she had a boyfriend who was like in my writing class.
Mm-hmm.
And she just said something about him one time. She was like, it's just so crazy that he just like wakes up and says like, I'm a writer. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And I didn't know what she meant fully, but I so do now, which is like, I've written so many things that have been published in so many places, and yet I've never called myself a writer or had the confidence to do that. But like, why do I have the confidence to like lead in a space where I'm really, my voice should be secondary at best, you know? And I realized, like, it should be inverse. Like, I should be trying to have confidence in what I create, which is something I've never had, like, I don't know, the wherewithal to do. Like, and I should be making space for people of color to, just like you're saying, like, it shouldn't be something where it's like, oh, well, you're hired only if I'm not hired.
Yeah. Well, it's such an interesting time, because I feel like we're going through this sort of new enlightenment where we're all seeing each other as we are, and, you know, I mean, there's glass ceilings for everybody. I mean,
yes.
You have to go into this terrain, and I don't know if anything is difficult for you as someone who identifies as female when you're going into these spaces and having to deal with like male coworkers, let alone white male coworkers, and whether or not there's any sort of discrepancy within the workplace. But I mean, that's your own glass ceiling. And then you think about, you know, POC women. Like, they have the glass ceiling of not only just being a woman, but then also being a woman of color. So it's just, yeah, I think everybody's empathizing and just understanding the kind of struggles that everybody has to go through, but then also trying to make the spaces that those things don't necessarily exist. Kind of like an Animal Crossing.
Just kind of like an Animal Crossing. But the truth is that, like, I mean, white women are the tyrants of the nonprofit sector. Like, that's the truth. Anyone who says different is lying. I have never felt like there was limitations for me in nonprofit, but I have so many times in creativity, especially with male writers. And so that's sort of why I'm like, I don't need to be there. You know, there's enough of us there right now, doing this work. And if I ever felt like there wasn't enough of us, I would, you know, get back in it. but right now I'm like, I've never looked around and been like, there's really not enough white women with, a complex here at any organization. So, and actually, I mean, I have so many like examples, but I did have a job where it was sort of like me saying I quit at the same time she said I was fired, where I complained because I was like an account manager, but our art director, so the art director is a black man, and I found out that he made $15,000 less than I did.
Wow.
And that was insane. I had no idea, and I wasn't okay with it. I mean, remotely. So, white woman, of course, boss, and she was not interested in hearing that. Because
did that art
is
director
like,
stay at the company after you resigned?
Yeah, it's very, very sad. He did, but he's constantly searching for new things, and I'm constantly trying to send him things, but he's not been able to find a new opportunity. He's like insanely talented. So I just think that, yes, I mean, certainly my parents are tired of me, like, not only going into nonprofit, but then, like, having issues there.
Mm-hmm.
My parents are just like, shut the fuck up, work, make money,
Right.
But I gotta say, it is so much worse to do it in a space that pretends that it has ethics when it doesn't, and I really can't deal with it.
Yeah, and I think I have the same sort of dialogue with my parents, and that I'm always vocal about what's going on in the world, and it really shows in my sensibility. And my parents are always concerned about my emotional health more so than they were before, but I think they always try to give me the advice of being like, you can't worry about everybody else all the time, you have to start worrying about yourself. And like, I know you hate this system, but like get yourself up. Yeah, pick yourself up, and then you can help everybody else. And there's legitimacy in what they're saying.
Absolutely.
But I feel like I've been putting in the work towards like picking myself up, because I can't say that I'm a perfect person, or I can't say that I really liked who I was before. People tend to use their friendships and their relationships as ways to develop themselves, like hoping that another person will help them make me into a better person. But I need to do the work myself too. Right. I can't rely on anybody else to make me a better person. So, I'm so happy that I've been going to therapy on and off for about 4 years now. I finally have a regular therapist who I meet with weekly, and so
that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm really in a good place with it. Also, really affordable. I didn't, there are therapists out there with sliding scales, and I just got Medicaid, so
hell yeah.
That was like a leap for me, because like as soon as the summer hit, I was like, wow, I really need insurance. I really need therapy. How am I going to get this done? And like, I spent maybe weeks worrying about it when it only took me hours to actually
literally
figure it out.
Not relate more. If you are listening right now and you qualify for Medicaid, and yet you're just like procrastinating on doing it, please fucking do it. It's the best thing ever. It literally like changes when you have free healthcare, which everyone should have, but totally agree. I did the same thing. I just like was, scared and upset and worrying, and just avoided it for so long, and it was so easy.
Right. Yeah, and some of the prescription medicine I had was actually cheaper under Medicaid than it was under my parents' insurance, which was really weird.
Same.
So,
especially especially anything psychiatric or like depression or anxiety is like a lot cheaper, I've found.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah,
you gotta get Medicaid.
Yeah, come get your cheap sad pills. Anyway, Kurt, what have you been doing since graduation?
Well, I guess financial independence was kind of an imperative for me. So I
Yeah.
kind of went straight into the service industry. I don't know if you felt this way, but when I graduated college, I felt like I knew nothing. I felt like I knew less than I did when I started college.
Yeah.
I I felt like all of the 4 years that I spent at Sarah Lawrence were kind of undoing all the whitewashing and all of this sort of um, dogmatic and capitalist indoctrination that I was given, and I kind of was just like I felt like a fish out of water. I was like, okay, so I know about how all of these systems work. I don't want to participate in any of them. Um,
Right. What
so
now?
yeah, what now? And so I just like I knew I know how to talk to people very well, and I know how to converse. Why not try to make tips by serving people? And so I did that for a really long time, and it was invaluable experience. And I met some
Yeah.
amazing chefs, amazing coworkers. I worked in Michelin star restaurants for a little bit, so that's always a really nice like stability to fall back on. In case anything goes awry, I can always fall back onto like
Absolutely.
fine dining. Um, but at a certain point, I kind of took. Um, I wanted to put my writing at the forefront, and so I decided to quit the service industry, and I went into marketing for a little bit. And so I was a content strategist for a boutique agency here in Chicago. I gave that a
Cool.
try for about 8 months, and we were doing mostly real estate. There were a couple of nonprofits in there, but it didn't feel like fulfilling work. I kind of felt like I was selling out and helping towards gentrification, which
Yeah.
wasn't my bag. So I quit that. I decided to move to New York for a little bit. I was there for about 8 months. I started.
Oh, were you?
Yes, I was living in Ridgewood, Queens for about 3 months, and then I moved over to Bay Ridge for the rest of my stay. And it was one of the best times of my life. I loved it over
Oh,
there.
wow.
But I just couldn't make it work. I actually got into a bike accident in the summer, and so I spent a lot of money
Oh my
um,
God. I'm so
taking
sorry.
care of that. Oh, it's okay. I mean, you know, I guess what they say is true. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and so um, it was
Yeah,
a
but
big,
sometimes it
yeah.
bankrupts you first, you know?
Yeah, and I lost my favorite bike.
Oh God.
It was a damn shame, but I loved my time there. If you're interested in beer, I was working at a brewery over in Red Hook. It's called Other Half Brewing Company.
I
Um,
love Other Half.
yeah, I was delivering beer throughout the five boroughs. I was driving a Sprinter van in Manhattan, Lower East Side, over in the Bronx, in Brooklyn. It was amazing, and I had so much
Wow.
free beer. It was amazing.
Honestly, these sound like wonderful adventures. And I
Yeah.
gotta say, like, service is, I mean, I just have a different level of access, I think, to people who have worked service because I just think the skills that I got there and also just like greater awareness of everything is
Hmm.
like not replaceable. Like, I don't know how else you get that.
Absolutely. And you get a little bit more about like the social climate because
Totally.
working in Michelin star restaurants, like I was like face to face with like one percenters and like
Yeah.
the middle to higher class, and knowing how they speak and how they conduct themselves was very interesting. And I don't know, I kind of taught me to like humble myself and my sort of like sensibility, and I don't know, it just made me a lot more grateful for what I have. Um and it kind of,
Absolutely.
yeah, and it led me to get closer to my family now. um when
Really,
I'm
that's so nice.
Yeah, when I moved back to Chicago in October, I made it my mission to just not only get closer to my family, but just like make friends with these people who have loved me unconditionally, and I might have.
Make friends with these people. What a line. That's
Right?
incredible.
I mean, it's just like
These people.
these people who love me unconditionally and gave me so much
Yeah.
support, but I just never really gave them the time of day, especially during graduation. That's one of the things I regret so much, like not spending more time with my family when they were here for graduation, because for some of them it was their first time in New York.
Oh wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, I was
Where are you
more.
from, Kurt? You're from Chicago, right?
Yes, from Chicago.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah. Something I also want to mention. Have you ever been to the Reuben Museum in New York?
Yes.
I used to work at the Reuben Museum. I was an apprentice museum educator there.
What?
Yeah.
How sweet.
It was awesome. Yeah, I did a little bit of artist research for them. Made some marketing materials. Stage managed their block party and their weekly meditation sessions. I got really in touch with my spirituality and learned a lot
Wow.
about Buddhism and Hinduism. So it was very an eye-opening experience for me. So
That is very cool.
yeah, and then I took all of the teachings that I did from that and used it in officiating my sister's wedding in October. Yeah, which is great.
So precious.
And they just celebrated their
Wow.
anniversary, so it's awesome.
Oh, how cute. You may not know this about me, but I was raised Tibetan Buddhist.
Oh wow, I did not know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's.
I'm sure it's different because you were growing up in it, and that could be different for every. I mean, I don't know, challenging for somebody like. I mean, I definitely didn't like Catholicism because it felt like a necessity and an imperative.
Right. I mean, I don't think anyone has. I think everyone has gripes with whatever they grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it was certainly like, these are white people, my parents. So it certainly, I think it was tinged. I mean, my dad is Jewish and my mom is Polish Catholic immigrant. And I suppose they just like cathected on Buddhism, where they were like, yes. And my dad was in training to become a monk when I was born.
Wow.
So I spent part of my childhood at this at Karma Chilling in Vermont. It's all Shambhala Buddhism was the tradition.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was very much eye-opening in similar ways of both like what the essence of this thing is and like the purity of it, and then all the things people fucking pile on top of it to as from their own projections, distortions, like this will fix me, any sort of like white people projection on like Eastern theology, which was crazy. But I've been interested in like, I've just sort of kept all of that at such an arm's length, but now I'm interested in like looking at it again as an adult, or like exploring meditation again, not just as like a 10-year-old forced to sit for an hour,
Right.
which is obviously completely different.
Yeah, well, it definitely helped me contextualize a lot of my experience and trauma in my life. I definitely look at a lot of the things that happened in my life a lot differently from what I've learned about, Avalokiteshvara and all of the tankas that,
Yeah.
I was able to see when I was working there.
Wow, yeah, you did get to see Tonkas, didn't you?
Yeah,
Reuben.
unbelievable
Wow, it's
stuff.
been so long since I've been there. I mean, yeah, it's just been so long since I've been in a museum, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my coworkers actually got laid off because of COVID. Actually, they got laid off before that even. There's a huge restructuring. As soon as I left, the next day, one of the other people that were in my program texted me, was like, they're literally cutting our entire program. And I was like, oh no. Yeah, because I think they were just going through some sort of restructuring. And
honestly, museums though, like every museum worker I've met has basically talked about the like union suppression that happens and all of that. I mean, my best friend was let go from the Whitney during COVID.
oh,
Yeah,
that's a shame.
Does really suck. But yeah, no.
Did I know them? Who was it that worked at the Whitney?
Danielle, Shelley, Levy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember contacting her when I was applying over at the Whitney. But they seem to be doing all right now. They're over in... Didn't they relocate?
No, did they?
No? Oh, I guess I just see them travel a lot. I think they were in Chicago for a little bit, and I think maybe they were in Texas for a hot second, but
Oh,
Um,
I see.
yeah.
I mean, they built the new Whitney Museum like a few years ago,
Oh,
but
okay.
in meatpacking. But yeah. Well, I'm so glad you had like a great time in New York.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like,
Oh man. Have you ever hung out over in Ridgewood in Queens?
yeah, I totally have.
Oh my
Um,
gosh. Have you
I
ever been
live
to
in West
Milo's
Side
Yard?
right now. No.
Oh, I love Milo's Yard. It's this they have a Chicago style hot dog there, which is so good.
Oh,
Um,
how cute.
but they also have the first Friday of every month. They have this DJ group that's called Macrodose that does a Grateful Dead set, and they do liquid light projection. And if you go up to the DJ and say, "Hey, can I have a tab?" They'll give you a tab of acid for free.
What the fuck? Are you fucking lying?
No,
No
I'm
way.
not kidding, and it's
Can
it
I
is
have a
great.
tab?
Yeah.
Macrodose? This is amazing. This is why New York is just the fucking shit.
I loved that
I
place.
I do love Chicago too. Actually, I am so the two people that I'm working on this movie with are Chicago people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So my friend Peter, he's like shot music videos for Chance, Saba. Like he's pretty like ingratiated
Wow.
in like Chicago, um, like culture. And then I don't know if you know Odinaka.
I don't think so. Did they go to the SLC?
No. He's a pretty like well-known Chicago comedian. You know the show Easy?
Oh my gosh. Okay. It's actually all coming back to me. So there's an episode of Easy where he's a Uber driver, right?
Yes, exactly. And that's his actual life. You know, he's a comic.
I'm in that
Nice.
episode.
Yeah. So that's him. He's the producer for the movie.
I was an extra in that episode that he was in.
No, you fucking weren't.
Yeah, so there's a scene where he's at Kohl's doing this little open mic, and there's a scene where he's talking to Mark Maron, and I'm in the background in like in a suit and tie.
Oh my. Okay, I have to go back and see this now. That is so funny. Wow.
That's so,
Small, tiny, small world.
especially in Chicago, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought you might know because honestly, everyone I've spoken to from Chicago has been like, "Oh my god, yeah, Osaka," which is at the same time. I mean, I feel like in New York, in any given scene, like in comedy, for example, I know like pretty much everyone, but there's definitely not just like people everyone knows.
Mhm.
You know, the way that I feel like there is in Chicago.
This is wild. This is so cool. I'm so happy for you, and so for what it's worth, I'm really proud of you for
Oh my gosh.
pursuing this
That's
more
so
creative
sweet.
endeavors. This is awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, it basically is just like what we talked about, which was like, where's a place where my empowerment is not like oppressive to others / is like actually worth it.
Right.
And so I'm excited.
I would love to
Yeah.
have you all on stream and talk about, the movie and your process. I mean,
Oh my god, you know what's so crazy, Kurt?
Mhm.
It's everything we just talked about. The movie is it's all about like capitalism basically.
oh, awesome.
Yeah, the entire plot, the log line, the short version is that Koby, LOL, main character, writes at like a BuzzFeed type of place.
Mhm.
She writes an article, just like high out of her mind from a dental cleaning about like how we don't need teeth anymore and about the paleo teeth movement. As a sponsored ad for an organic toothpaste, basically being like, yeah, brush your teeth with fennel. Who gives a fuck?
This is so good.
She wakes up, it's gone viral, and people are pulling out their teeth on TikTok.
Oh my god.
So now all these like corporate entities are activated, both like dental insurance, like toothpaste, and the people who own Clicky, the BuzzFeed article,
Mhm.
basically all sent out their different corporate agents to like either help this happen or to sabotage it. And it's like a surrealist action comedy type of thing, but the accumulation is essentially that they're all the same company. but they don't realize it.
This better get picked up. This, oh man.
Thank you.
Streaming services, listen up. HBO Max, pick this up.
Yeah, and we're we would like to cast mostly like Twitter comedians, so it's cool.
That is awesome. Yeah, I'm just getting into Twitter comedy. I've got some favorites of my own.
It's so good. It's just absolutely special. I love the idea of just like guerrilla comedy, or like humor that is absolutely too stupid to get the kind of attention that it gets, and everyone's like, why does this one person who just makes like misspelled poop jokes have like 100,000 followers? But it's amazing. That's incredible.
Absolutely. You know? So what are some of your inspirations? Like, what have you been watching and what do you listen to? You mentioned this one podcast that you listen to. Would you mind telling me about that again? I got my notepad out.
my brother and me. I'm actually not a huge podcast person because I don't know why. I guess like isolated audio doesn't like, I need to do other things and that distracts me.
Right.
But that is the one podcast that I can actually listen to and heartily laugh. So I do love that. What have I been consuming recently? Actually, a show that I just finished that I think is one of the most incredible shows like of the past 5 years. Is I May Destroy You.
Oh,
on
couldn't
HBO.
agree more.
Yes, you've seen it. Incredible.
I haven't finished it, but yeah, I've been taking
should.
in piecemeal because it is pretty intense and
It is absolutely very intense. But I will say that it struck me how insane it is that I've seen rape or sexual assault in 1,000 times, right? Millions of times.
Mm-hmm.
And literally never from someone who was assaulted who wrote and starred in it. Like, never. I've never seen that. Which is insane to say, like, that it's not just like dude writers trauma porning. It's like someone taking absolute agency of the nuance of their own experience, which is just incredible, especially because I think most people associate that with being like bad or boring or too hefty instead of like this absolutely watchable show.
yeah.
I just think it's amazing.
I think it also like recontextualizes any of those pieces that you were talking about that are written by, either men or people who haven't experienced sexual assault.
Absolutely.
I remember, I think I was in it was a playwriting workshop, and I think I was writing a scene about someone who was dealing with sexual assault, and I had one of my friends read it, and she told me that, I just don't think that you are the person who should be writing something like this. And I was like, all right, yeah, couldn't agree more. And I ended up turning in something that was way better, and they ended up thanking me afterwards and were just like, I'm so glad you took my advice. Anybody else would have just like turned this in and said that I was wrong, but thank you so much for not like going forward with it.
I love that, Kurt. I feel like everything we've been talking about has been like our growth or development toward people that can relinquish ego. And I think that's just so important because I feel like there's no better development I've had recently than like just letting go of defensiveness entirely and just being like, you know what, you are right. Like if I stop this and do something else, it could be better, way better.
Absolutely. I mean, that's how I feel every Thursday when I meet up with my friends and we talk about the TV shows that we're watching together, because I'm going in and saying like, oh, I really like this episode. And then they'll go in and say like, well, here's why it was like super problematic and here are all the different things. And I feel like I'm learning something. I don't feel like I'm getting crushed because I'm more than what I like, and I'm more than like the pop culture intake I spectate. I think like people get really butthurt if you like,
So fucking butthurt.
Insult anything that they like and be like, oh, Rick and Morty's a bad show, and be like, how dare you? You're, a social justice warrior, or you're like, you're too woke and stuff like that, and be like, come on, it's a cartoon, like.
Right. Also, like, what has Rick and Morty not enjoyed enough success Like, really, is this like one person's critique, like really tearing down the entity that is like, accrued like millions of dollars and like, like,
Yeah.
obviously it's not hurting it to. It's just never hurting something that has power to critique it. Is like my, baseline.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I love what you said about it being additive instead of destructive.
Yeah, but that definitely took a modal shift, and I definitely have the Reuben Museum to thank for that, at least for like helping me to shed some of my ego.
How sweet. Reuben Museum, I have to visit you soon.
Absolutely. I think they just opened back up too, so they have like limited visitors in there. So I'll see if I know anybody left there, and they might be able to just leave you a ticket at the front desk.
That is so sweet. Thank you.
But before I forget, I want to make sure that I drop you some Nick Miles tickets.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. I mean, are you sure?
I have so many Nook Miles like saved up. I haven't redeemed any of them, so I can literally just get these all back. I feel like every time I play Animal Crossing, it's just like trying to gain Nook Miles and not redeeming them.
Oh, well, I redeem them like relentlessly because every time someone leaves my island, I like will just go over and over to find someone I like.
But I might just take another walk around the island if that's all right.
Yeah, of course.
Sweet. And I saw that you got the limited edition Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch, which is tight.
Yes, as I said, I can't be too mad at Kenny because even though they don't exist on our mutual island, they do obviously support
Your gaming.
all that I do here.
Are you a gamer in any other sense? Do you play any other games?
No, isn't that funny? So that's why I have no idea what you're talking about, like, anything. I actually have, like, never played a game, actually, literally at all. Other than, like, I was very, very into Pokemon as a kid. And had a DS and was, like, very advanced in it. But other than that, no. And
well, you have a little arcade game right here.
I know, like, this is my mahjong game. Yeah, but I think it's because I, like, always associated gaming with, like, very obnoxious boys.
Right. I hate the aesthetic of streamers. Like, any YouTube video, like, every aesthetic of the YouTube video that I see of people's previous Twitch streams are always the same.
Yeah.
There's, like, really no...
The green mums, by the way.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, wait, I was gonna give you pink flowers. So, I think I need to make you my best friend in order for you to, like, pull stuff up.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I guess that must be the case.
I don't remember, how do you send a request? Let me just quickly... If I make you my best friend. Okay. I made you my best friend. So I think this means now you can dig stuff up.
You can only use this tool when you're on a best friend's island. I think I need to add you myself. How did you add me to your best friends list?
I did it on the, like, Switch homepage.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if that's what... I think that is what you have to do.
Let's see. Friend list. Koby. There we go. All right.
I have pink tulips, pink roses, pink mums, pink hyacinths, whatever you want. Whatever you want!
Alright, I sent you a request.
Okay.
Because apparently I didn't get the request.
Huh.
But do you feel like playing this game is opening you to maybe playing other games?
Yes, absolutely. Again, I have, like, gotten over it because I'm no longer in that stage of my life where, I'm surrounded by like dudes who are like, oh, are you not like other girls? And I was like, yes, I am like other girls. I don't play. And now I'm like, okay, I really like this. So I'm back. Is it working?
Let me see. No, it says that you haven't accepted the request yet.
What is going on?
Maybe check the check your best friend's inbox on your Nook phone.
Oh. Okay. My best friend's in.
Yeah, so click the right button,
Oh.
the right trigger.
Gotcha. I see. We are now best friends. Done.
Sweet. All right, let me just refresh. Awesome. Ah! All right, I gotta position myself perfectly. All right, come on. Oh no!
You can still pick it up.
No! I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at this. There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. No, you're only taking one? Take more.
Okay.
Yeah, because then if you put them next to each other and water them, they'll make more.
I'm learning so much right now.
Yeah.
Well, I also want to extend the invitation for you to hop on my stream anytime I'm live. Now that you have the Discord app, you can see whenever I'm online. Just throw me a chat and I'll be able to patch you in. We can even do video too if you'd like to do that sometime.
Hell yeah. That sounds great.
But yeah, I'm trying to extend my network of people to invite on stream because I recently got a grant to improve my setup. So I have this nice microphone, I have this capture card.
Grant? What does that mean?
So I applied for a scholarship for this organization called I Need Diverse Games, and they gave me $250 to boost my setup. So I don't know if you remember Connor Miller, but he gave me a ring light right when I was starting off. I've got this nice microphone rig.
I do remember Connor Miller.
And he's a Twitch streamer too, so he's also streaming games as well. So if you ever need to like discover more about games, feel free to check out any of our videos on demand or check when we're streaming, and we'll do little walkthroughs of things that you might like.
Okay, I definitely will. And then you said there was like a group game that you're doing?
Yes, Among Us. So you can download that for free on your phone. I'm not sure if do you know about the game at all?
No, not at all.
So Among Us is basically this murder mystery game where everybody's on this spaceship, someone is the imposter, and then we have to try to figure out who's the imposter. At the same time, you have to complete all of these tasks, and if everybody who's not the imposter finishes the tasks, then the imposter loses. But if the imposter kills everybody before the tasks are completed, then the imposter wins. But it like...
Oh my god, so it's like Mafia meets Cooking Mama?
Yeah.
I love it.
And hilarity just ensues every time someone calls an emergency meeting because the imposter has to try and fake, that they're not.
Right.
And it's just a whole lot of fun.
Amazing. That sounds like so much fun. I would love to join.
And then once we're done with this stream, I'm going to go ahead and add you to the Animal Crossing server.
Hell yeah.
So if you ever need like more bells, sell your turnips or stuff like that, or if you need like new furniture and stuff like that, everybody has like requests and stuff like that. They have like little fees, like it'll cost like 1 Nook Miles ticket or like
Right.
35,000 bells or something like that. So
Incredible. Sounds so good. I definitely want more DIY recipes.
And then we definitely need to get you on video so we could see your puppies.
Oh yeah. They're playing right now. They're so cute. As you can probably hear. But yes, we should definitely do it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head back to my island. I'll invite you once I start terraforming. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you so much, Courtney.
Hell yeah. And this will be, I'll give you the link if you ever want to show anybody what we did today. Okay?
Yeah,
All right.
please.
Thanks so much.
Thanks. So great talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was awesome. Thanks to anybody who was watching. That was such a fun island visit. It's been probably 4+ years since I've talked to Koby, so that was definitely an emotional experience, and it was so interesting to hear about their perspective on Buddhism, having been raised Buddhist from a young age, and their background and their sort of like creative rehabilitation in recent years. So let's see, can I join? Thanks for the follow, Benjamin Fish. Sorry I didn't see that request. You're more than welcome to come to my island, but I'm no longer on Koby's island. But as you can see, there's not a lot to see on my island yet. Is that something you're interested in doing? If so, I can open my gates. Oh, no way. I just found out that Thomas Middleditch has a Twitch stream? That's awesome. I gotta follow him.
So picture this. On November 3rd, we choose.
There we go. I gotta find a nice place for those flowers. Maybe it's a little bit selfish if I put it near my house. Also, let me switch to camera. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and invite Koby to the Animal Crossing stream, so just give me one moment. I wonder how I can add somebody. Ooh, I know where to put them. So since the leaves are changing, does that mean that my trees are going to be dying at some point? Perfect. I'm gonna go plant these tulips somewhere. And I'm thinking the museum definitely needs a relocation. Because I do want to make a courtyard. But for the time being, let's add some plants in here. Put some red tulips. Let's check out what's in my shop really quick. I do have to head off in a little bit because I need to watch the latest episode of Lovecraft Country for tonight's episode of Nerd Gaze, which if you're free, we're going live at 7 p.m. Central Time. We're going to talk about the finale of Season 2 of The Boys and episodes 8 and 9 of Lovecraft Country. Ooh, look at this fridge. Yes. Yes, please. Ooh, do I want a tub? Yes, I want a tub. Forgot about my ring light. No! Shucks. install this tub. I need to pick up more music for the house. I have like so many cassette players. Ooh, okay. So where's the best place for a tub? Pretty good. Let's see. Don't really want to cover the window, so I'll put the fridge right here. Isn't that so weird that it's asking if you should change? It's kind of boring in here, isn't it? Let's see if I have any. This fridge should probably go in my bedroom. You know, little beer fridge, if you will, just like in college. I'll put this shell lamp back. Perfect. Oh, I didn't even open these gifts. Cream and sugar. A striped shirt. Ooh, a desk mirror. I forgot about that. I wonder, do I have like a little table? No. Okay, I'm just gonna have to put this table mirror in storage until I find a new desk. Bell's vouchers. Yeah, I'll take care of this on my own time. But I think I'm gonna sign off now, and then I'll see you all back for an episode of Nerd Gaze tonight. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm thinking about whether or not I should play a game after. I have a friend who has a birthday at 9 o'clock that we're doing a virtual gathering for, so I might have to just do the episode of Nerd Gaze and then sign off. So, glad I got some gaming in today. I'm thinking about playing Celeste on Saturday because I downloaded that on the Nintendo eShop. So, I'll do that at Saturday at 11. It's pretty difficult. I tried a couple of levels so far, but it should be fun. In any case, thanks so much for joining me. I'll of course leave you with little song.